My dad was a Dutch immigrant. Everything he wanted in the Netherlands, it was here once you became a citizen. And he liked people. He was a barber for 25 or 30 years. He learned the barber cutting hair and shaving in Chicago. But he said he wanted to find a place to settle down. And when he settled down in Greenville, that was the place, and he did what he said. He believed that if you're employed by somebody, they were probably your oppressor. And if you wanted to be independent, you should work for yourself. We got rid of the barbershop, my dad did, and used that money to help pay for the store. We went to conventions, and people with one store, they want to build a second. If you had 2 stores, they want to build 2 more. And so you kind of get the fever. And so my dad and I were thinking of a second store, but I was probably 19 or 20. But he said to me, if you never had another job and you never went to college, now's the time to do it. And I said, well, I don't want to. I like what I'm doing. And he said, if you want to do that, I don't want a second store. And so I really enjoyed it. And he said, well, then we'll start a second store. It ended up being Cedar Springs. And he said, you're a full partner. So at 20 or 21, I was a full partner. We didn't draw up any papers or anything, but he treated me that way. Yeah. And that's what's important. And he and I had a good partnership. We tried very hard to be competitive, to have prices that weren't higher than our competitor. We had a couple more stores. I guess we had about 15. Okay. But we made number 11 into a Thrifty Acres. And then we made number 17, we expanded. That was Holland. Number 19 was a new store. Well, we saw what people like E.J. Corbett were doing, and there was a few others around the country, and there was Ireland's and various stores. We figured that somebody's going to put it all together, and a few tried it and failed. I can't tell you whether it was my idea or my dad's. We agreed that we'd like to do that. But then the last minute I said to my dad, what would you do? He said, I wouldn't do it. I knew he was enthusiastic, and he said he wouldn't do it. I said, why? He said, I'm too old. I think he was 78. Well, we opened Thrifty Acres in 62. At number 11, we opened 3 one year. Muskegon, Holland, and 28th in Kalamazoo. It was an idea that I don't want to take all the credit, and I don't think I should give away all the credit. I think we evolved it together. And I knew he was enthusiastic. I said, well, what would you do if you were me at my age? He said, jump in with both feet. We made money in the supermarkets, and we lost more in the 3 Thrifty Acres we started. It wasn't really a leap of faith. Well, it was a leap based on faith that it would work. Scary times. It's been an interesting life. I've had a good time. I mean, if we didn't ever start a second store, both been working in the one store, I think we'd be just as happy.